Всем привет. Ну что, поиграем дальше. Вампир проходим. Интересно, что там у нас будет дальше по сюжеточке. Да. Сюда продолжить. Так, мы сейчас, наверное, вернемся обратно в другую локацию, где у нас проблемы все со здоровьем. Я вроде бы вспомнил, как лечить. Вот, так, давай. Так, это порт, да, у нас? Давай, назад. Правильно же, назад. Да, нам надо... Куда? Дальше, назад. О, привет, тапок. Правильно, сюда. Да, блин. Да, сюда.
Good evening.
Evening, Dr. Reid.
Ну, иди.
Do you need medical attention?
Вот.
Don't get me wrong, sir. I'm grateful for what you've done, but I've never felt comfortable with doctors.
Да.
I'm certain you have your reasons. But let me assure you, I'm not like other doctors you may have consulted with.
It is true. You risked your life to save me, after all. It would be
Пойдем
polite
сейчас
to
маленько
refuse
тех
to count.
вылечим, дураков.
Goodbye, Mr.
Вот и все. Мы придурка вылечили. Так, да, пойдем теперь туда. Этот Вайчерил, или как его там, райончик вот этот. Полечим, там попробуем полечить всех, если нас там не грохнут. Блин, те проповедники ходят всякие. Так, нам сюда. Да, вот, Whitechapel-стрит. Тут ты ж, блин, язык сломаешь. Вот же, блин, и как вот мимо тебя, дурака, пройти? Так, сейчас. Блин, главное, ему пофигу, он инвиз видит. Так. Сюда, если мы пойдем, там. Тут нету придурка священника. Ты ж мразь. Ты охренел? Умри. Бля. Отдай крови. Но все-таки нет мудака-священника, который нас в инвизе видит. Вот так вот, хоба-хоба, и все. Мы красавчики. Так. Не понял. О, да. Ой, ёптампона. Ты нахрен тут нужен? Иди нафиг, пёс мерзивый. Ох ты ж, блин, ох ты ж, блин. А ну иди нафиг. Псина, сдохни. Да чтоб вас всех. А, убил. Нахер ушил тоже. Фу, блин. Вот псина-то, а? Откуда он взялся? Я чуть даже не заметил его. Я не хочу вот с этим вот с капелланом, короче, священники этими драться, ну их нафиг. Так, а это я вообще в другую сторону пошел. Может, конечно, вот так вот обойти, попробовать. Мать вашу за ногу. И вы тут. До хрена стрелок.
Not a safe place right now, sir. Are you dead?
Да-да-да. Так, ага, а есть лекарство от переутомления? Сепсис, анемия, бронхит, головная боль, простуда, пневмония, переутомление.
Something going on in this district. Good evening, Doctor.
Do you need assistance?
That would be nice of you, Doctor. Who knows what I may have caught during my investigation?
If you persist in investigating the most pox-ridden boroughs of London, you must accept the risks.
Thank you, sir.
Goodbye, Mr. Darby.
Так, вылечили дурака. Идем дальше. Переутомление. А, ну конечно, переутомление. Ага. Я вообще не удивлен.
Would you like me to
Good evening, Christina.
change your mind?
Do you need any assistance?
It depends on the price of your medicine.
I am shocked that you would think I am that sort of man.
Forgive my suspicion. I'm so used to liars with good manners. Thank you, sir.
Goodbye.
Так, ты дурак здоровый. Вы тоже здоровые. Болтусы. Так. Нам сюда, по-моему, да? Да. Так, а дурак там внизу. Бронхит. Так, где эти двое? Алкаши и сынуля. О.
Good evening, Benjamin. Can I help you?
I'm afraid no.
You don't seem well, Benjamin.
I always feel ill, sir. It's like
А, блин.
I will see you. A gun?
Надо идти сварить. У нас где-то тут хата есть где-то рядом.
Good evening.
Surely you have some.
How do you feel?
I would not even accept fresh water from you, Doctor.
Да.
Yes, you do. Please, take this. You'll feel better.
I said I don't want anything, but I'll keep this.
Сам взял. Так, а у нас где-то тут хата, по-моему, была. 2000 опыта его скамячить. Вообще-то, по факту, от него больше сильно ничего не зависит. Так, правильно? Так, это я примерно знаю где. Это вообще хрен знает, кто такой. А вот анемия осталась. Восстановление. Восстановление. Анемия. Анемия, простуда. Это сынуля вот этих придурков. Ну, его, по-моему, сын настоящий. Мигрень, анемия, простуда. От простуды имеется, пневмония, сепсиса. Анемия. Ричард. А кто это такой-то? Что-то я такого не помню. Не имею. Ричард. Кто ты такой? Идите нафиг. Я маленько не то свернул. Так, значит нам сюда, наверное, да? Нет? Вообще. Так, что-то я маленько заплутал. Знатно. Назад. А, вот, сюда.
Good evening, Harry. May I come in?
Sure. Even my dreams are soaked with gloom.
So,
I'm not bot.
have you any...
Nobody dares to enter the dispensary.
Do you need any...
Yes, I do. I feel so tired. I don't know if it's the epidemic, but everything seems so hard.
You'll feel better with this. But you need to get a grip, young man. Medication alone won't cure melancholia.
I'm not sure I'm happy with the idea of living long in a world like this. But I thank you for your concern, sir.
Goodbye, young.
Even my dreams are soaked with gloom.
Блин, а где хата-то? Я что-то забыл. А, вот она. Куда туда? Так, рецепт неизвестен. Ну, это что-то хреново, если честно. Блин, а как рецепты изучить тогда? Пум-пум-пум-пум. Так, этому мигрень, анемии мы сделали. От простуды мы сделали, да? Это анемия. О, да. Это анемии мы сделали. Бля, кто такой Ричард-то? Тут это все. Я понял. Этот придурок поэт, блин. Все, сейчас пойдем вылечим. Он, по-моему, здесь где-то на кладбище, на заднем. Церковь тусит, если я правильно помню. Никого нету. Мразь. Конечно, за лут спасибо. За небольшой опыт. Мне-то интересно, что будет с ним? С этим вот придурком. Если мы допустим эту немую... А, тут дверь открылись, да?
Good evening.
And good evening.
Have you recent news of...
Not at all, sir.
You don't really make a living from your scribblings, do you, Richard?
No, sir, I don't. I work so hard. I put all my time, my energy, my devotion into the precise carving of words.
Ну да.
When she was younger, my mother was a painter and a poet. She told me many times how poor her artist friends were and how she helped them.
My parents pay for my rent, my food, and my clothes. All I have to give them in return is lies they do not believe.
You seem embarrassed.
Someday I hope to proudly offer my first publication to my parents. Until that day, I'll remain the failure of a son they have to support.
Да. Так, ладно, давай.
Do you need
It may be wise to let you prescribe.
I understand your appetite for words.
The nutrition of my mind is more important than my physical health.
Окей, вылечили дурака. Так, все, нам остался только папаня алкаш и сынуля. Ну, папаша алкаша мы вряд ли... Так, а где эта дура-то, кстати? О, Камелия. Она 5000 опыта, блин, между прочим. Ладно, подумаем. Что с ней, как быть? Так, ну, в принципе, да, все, идем на этих. Надо выносливость вкачивать. И старикашка, мне вот это интересно. Так, что старикашка, скорее всего. Скорее всего. Блин, вообще-то они, по-моему, в сюжетке, да? Ну, вообще, да. Это вообще я не знаю, кто такая и где она. На кладбище, по-моему, где-то увидел. Надо, кстати, как-то вернуться. Но это ладно. К сожалению, память моей стерли полностью. Оказывается.
How are you, boy? Do you need assistance?
Please. Feeling tired these days.
There you go. Let's hope nobody steals it from you.
Very funny.
Goodbye, young man.
Ну, в принципе, как бы относительно всем в этом районе. Побежали обратно. Вообще-то прокачаться бы не помешало нам хоть как-то. Идите нафиг. Ох ты ж падла. Я тоже могу пистолет взяться. Все. Так, а вообще, в принципе, на кладбище надо бы сходить. Бля, почему карта не двигается? Вот это вот вообще ни хрена неудобно. Так, мы где-то... Он где-то здесь был там. Блин, далеко идти-то. Искать его. Ну и хрен с ним, пойдем поищем. Пум-пум-пум. Да, интересно. Я думаю, шахнем мы их там, да и не будем париться. Ну и чем прикол?
Sir, step away! Are you deaf? Get them weapons ready! We found one!
Ну ты чё, ты один остался, дурак. Проблемы, блин. Где-то он там вот я увидел. Надо как туда попасть. Блин, я же помню, что это где-то вот тут видел. Да на обычной, на средней, где есть сюжетка и последствия. Вот, а как туда попасть? Ага. Я чё, мазохист, блин, максимально играть в этих играх?
Привет.
Привет, что? Да, грёбаный прицел. А, вы вот какие. Че, все? Потому что на максимальном уровне сложности обязательно надо, как говорится, хомячить всех. Иначе и вообще все печально по способностям будет.
Hello, sir. Sorry to disturb you at this hour. I'm a doctor inquiring about the epidemic. May I come in?
A doctor, you say? No, thank you.
Ну, опять, это РПГшка там чистая, да. Там уровень надо поднимать, скиллы качать. И по факту и все. Третий уровень гипноза.
All right. I shan't.
А, у нас какой уровень гипноза? Второй? Блин, заебись. Окей, давай вернемся в дом. В свой. Я видел, допустим, то же самое Махач, это... Как его? Ну, с телохранителем этой дуры, наследницы, где там, ну, вот он с инвизом на мечах-то. И тоже на мечах. Пока вот ты не взяты нужные эти модификации и уровень, ты его хрен пройдешь. Дурака этого. Да, раздавали давно, правда. Когда нормальные игры раздавали, тогда да. Не то, что сейчас, блин. Пиксельная хренотень какую-то раздают. Не хватает этого, да? А вот тропик я что-то не помню, есть у меня, нет? Блин, мне надо часть хорошей рукоятки. Ну это, по-моему, чисто урон, да? Коса. Вот это интересно. Револьвер, по-моему, тоже я тут делал. Это для правой руки, оружие для левой руки. Ну, смысл, да, вот, блин, выносливости больше жрет, а толку? А я б там в свое время все подряд собирал. Пускай будут. Если будет скучно, хоть какой-то фигней позаниматься. Вот. А так, да, есть хорошие игры, весьма много. Так, состояние организма, выносливость. Да, блин, надо бы. Давай выносливость. 600 уже. Тут, по-моему, да, если не жрать людей, тут смысла вообще. Вот и развилка идет, да, способностей. Больше крови, но зато быстрее исцеляется. Вот здесь увеличиваешь, но вроде бы уменьшение объема. Да хрен поймешь, что лучше. 500 опыта у нас осталось. 560 даже. До 1000 накопить. Я вот думаю взять, наверное, кровавый котел. Что это? Прикольно. Слушай, тоже забавно. Надо подумать. Надо что-то из этого будет изучать. А, все, потратим. Насчет нас один район должен вылечиться. Серьезно? И все? А, ты имеешь это на халяву? Блин, зараза, я только что вас всех вылечил. Охренеть. Невралгия. Средство невралгия уже надо, да? Офигеть, переутомление, переутомление. А, ну понятно. Раз, два, три, четыре. Так, еще раз. Раз, два, три, четыре, пять, шесть. Охренеть, 7 переутомления. А, задание появилось, да? Да. Давай, пока мы тут. Переутомление скрафтим. Я думаю, можно побольше всего это накрафтить. Кстати, рецепт. Он где-то был же, по-моему. Вот как? Блять, а как исследовать? Блин. Так, а как изучить-то я что-то вот... Не понимаю, блин, если честно. Может, надо потратить все. Гипноз. А как гипноз-то качать? Сволочь, ну ладно. Иди нахрен.
Are you all right, Miss Shun?
My name is Xiao Shun. This is the proper way to address someone in my country.
I do apologize, Xiao Shun. Are you all right?
Yes, I am. This is the only place where I can find some kind of serenity. Some way to remember my dear Matthew.
И Xiao Shun.
Have you recent news of...
I heard that she used to help the refugees.
Are you on your own? Do you have any friends or family who you could be with?
I have family and friends, but I need
Все равно
to be
эпики
here
подставили тоже нас.
alone. One day
Они,
maybe I'll go back to
когда
them.
раздавали Биошок, мы
Not
не
now.
смогли забрать.
I need silence, and I need sadness.
I've seen many deaths in my life, and we all grieve in our
А
own
Биошок
way.
они весь раздавали, вообще весь.
Some stay silent, or need to shout. Others need company, and some just can't stand it.
Thank you for your sincere words, Dr. Reed. I sense you
повезло.
trying to help me, even if I don't quite understand why.
Tell me how your husband died, Xiao Shun.
Matthew died of the Spanish flu, like so many others. It's a mundane cause of death these days, but for me it meant the end of the world.
At this time, there is so little medical science can do to defeat this terrible epidemic. I'm truly sorry.
The worst thing is not his death, even if it tears me apart. The worst is not to have seen it coming, to have lost him so quickly, even before realizing it.
Did he hide his condition from you?
Matthew was a smiling type, a happy sort. Everything that I am not.
А,
Did he laugh at his death to come, or did he not realize what was going to happen?
повезло.
I'll never know.
Теперь, наверное, фиг купишь.
The Spanish flu may be the worst disease mankind has ever faced. Why are you blaming yourself?
You don't understand. I didn't know he was so sick. I didn't realize the gravity of his situation until it was too late.
As harsh as this sounds, we are all equally vulnerable to this awful disease. It can take the strongest man in just a couple of days.
I never said goodbye to Matthew. We never realized how bad it was. We laughed about it even. He always made me laugh. Now I don't have enough tears to shed.
А, ну у нас, да, в принципе, нормально.
You realize you can't stay here forever, don't you? Eventually, you'll have to leave the cemetery.
Why? Why should I go? Since this is the only place I can find peace of mind.
But you're not dead. There is a difference between visiting the dead and staying with them.
You sound like you're no stranger to the pain I feel.
Let's just say, I too have a good reason to visit cemeteries at night.
Please accept my condolences for your loss then, Dr. Reed.
Are you a doctor yourself? Is this why you feel so guilty for not saving your sick husband?
No, I am not. But I still need to blame someone for Matthew's death. And who else, if not his wife, who did not see it coming?
I'm a physician, one of the best in the country. But I was unable to save my own sister, Mary. She died in my arms.
Why tell me this? Is it supposed to make me feel better?
No. but I felt I should
May I ask what caused the death of your sister?
You could say she was also killed by a terrible disease. A disease I have sworn to fight and cure, no matter how long it takes.
Thank you for sharing that with me, Dr. Reed. Maybe it's time we start to rebuild our lives, you and I.
You should go home now.
I think you're right. Cemeteries are for the dead, for they need silence too. Thank you for your honesty.
Thank you for your company, Xiaoshu.
Maybe I'll see you again in Whitechapel.
Ну, PayPal, да, это же американская система-то. Да, сейчас деньги это посчитают за последние полгода, сколько потеряли. Все это прибегут как обратно, как миленькие. Так, а как гипноз-то качать? Я вот что-то вообще не понимаю. Как качать гипноз? Мать вашу за мной. Да чего все болеете-то и болеете? Болеете и болеете. Тоже переутомление, переутомление. Да идите вы в пень, а. Болезненные сволочи. Гипноз. Надо без... Как гипноз-то качать, а? Пайонир, я даже не слышал такой. Ага, я ушел, тут можно было туда, да? Назад пойдем. А, там же тоже два упыря были, да? Эти охотники типа. Ну и ладно, ушатаем. А как? Ну ты а каким образом ты деньги-то выводишь? Бля, какая система и дебильная оплата, если честно. Ну, мне это особо сильно не грозит, поскольку я, увы, работаю на наше, можно сказать, государство. Так, какие у вас мудаки? Кто болеет? Это ладно? Так, ага, эти 2 придурка. Переутомление, переутомление. Ты тоже переутомление. 2 придурка, переутомление, 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 переутом Только накрафтил. Ладно, все, давай лечим, бежим в больницу, лечим. И погнали по сюжетке.
Good evening, Mr.
It's far.
Don't you fear?
Faith gives me all I need, my son. If I must fall,
No doubt your faith will prevail.
blessed be your generosity.
I have heard enough for tonight.
So pale, my lord. Would you like me to...
Ну так, да.
You again?
Жопяная стабильность.
Can I offer you?
Keep your medicines for others.
There is a...
All right.
Goodbye, Mr.
Come on, take a look. Don't be afraid. Fancy but
You never... Do you need help?
to be honest, I'd prefer you take
I don't...
really free.
Right then.
Так, а нам, по-моему, надо... Улучшенное, да, было? Опиум. Бля, ценники, конечно. Ну все, это сложно вылечить пока. Невралгия. У меня нет такого. Да, я тебе говорю, они сейчас посчитают убытки и все. И посидят, потом подумают, а нафиг надо. И найдут способ, как все это обойти. Чувак, слушай, а как тебя вообще лечить, а?
Good evening.
О, ни хрена себе, она еще и фиолетовая. Понятно, что все эти системные платежи, системы платежей, все это проценты, если их имели. Сейчас хорошо выигрывает только WebMoney, блин. Если, лавку, если они не перекрыли, они бабки хреначу только в путь. А другие лошпеды.
Over there! There's one of them vermin!
Да, вот я про то и говорю. Зато WebMoney сейчас в ажуре полном. Так, давай, стабильное, будем лечить. Все, мы дома. Давай, сделаем еще лекарство. По-моему, переутомление нам надо, да? Погнали. Слушай, а я тут сюда никогда не заходил. Чё тут? А, крыша, да? Так, и чё, кто у нас? Вот этот, да? Давай, чувак.
Good evening, Mr. Elwood.
Evening.
Can you tell...
Before the shot,
Did you recognize...
I couldn't hear.
Soldier.
Not really.
As long as you remain here, I will make sure you don't have to worry about your health.
Don't think you can do much about it. Damage is...
Goodbye for now.
With the fever.
The pain.
Слушай, а ну-ка.
There again.
Good evening, Mr.
I need blood.
Fear and disgust on every street corner.
Что-то я не на то нажал.
Good evening, Miss Howcroft.
I need blood, doctor.
Вот так вот только, да?
Do you require my...
I have no need for you.
I'll leave you.
Я все равно маленько не понимаю, как мне качать гипноз.
Good evening.
Can you tell...
Oh, goodness me.
What are you talking...
Poor Miss Jo.
Miss Jones's body has...
Yes. The body was brought here this morning. And now it's gone.
Who could have stolen a corpse?
That's exactly what I asked myself for the whole day. Who could do such a thing? These are terrible and shameful times, Dr. Reed.
Since you're not afraid of dying, do you believe in life after death, Rakesh?
No. I believe we must do all...
Так, сейчас.
the good we can while alive. For our time is short, and the obstacles...
Do you think you would enjoy...
I don't think so. Don't mistake me. I'll...
So you're...
No, I am not. I don't fear death, for I won't see it. What troubles me is the pain my death will inflict to those I know.
You're a wise man, Mr. Chidana.
No, Dr. Reed. I am a foolish man.
Что это не так? Ладно, потом.
Do you need medical...
Well, the proximity of the dead is not the most healthy company. Even if the quiet can be appreciated.
Don't take too many risks with your health, Mr. Chidana. None of us are immune to this disease.
And that is a good thing.
Please show...
Of course.
Ничего интересного.
Ceases to amaze me how you...
Так, вылечили. Погнали дальше лечить. Давай там мамаша с сынком, да, там, по-моему. Давай тебя, дурака, вылечим.
Good evening, Mr. Fiddick.
Good evening.
Ничего
Is there
нету.
any...
Really? Why has no one else asked me that?
Unfortunately, you are...
Well, perhaps you're right.
Всё,
Goodbye for now.
радуйся жизни.
Always knew the words to calm the children, Ellen. As for me, what a
I'm quite busy right now.
Do you think Dr. Strickland has any chance of curing the Spanish flu by himself?
His wish to cure the sick is not driven by pride, but by an idealistic view about our mission here. Honestly, I don't know which is worse.
You consider him a good practitioner, yet you will not report his methods.
Strickland may be a rival, but I will not use dirty tricks or regulations to prove him wrong. We are doctors, not politicians.
Ну, допустим. Так, что тебе там надо-то? Ну, опять переутомление, да чё ж?
Don't be ridiculous. I'm capable of dealing with this myself. I've just not taken the time to do so.
На,
Then you're
жри.
lucky that I have taken the time to do so. Consider it a gesture of solidarity between professionals.
I wish this hospital could have received as much attention from you, Dr. Reed. We do not see you in surgery very often.
Thank you for your time.
А, там вот мамаша, значит, да, больна?
Good evening, Doc.
Так, вы знаете, что ваша не при смерти?
I've read your son's medical report, Beatrice. It's not the flu or anything life-threatening. What has you so worried?
He was at death's door when he was brought here. I just want him to be better as soon as possible.
He's not out of the woods yet, you know. He might need to stay here longer than expected.
Take care of him then, Dr. Reed. People here only seem to focus on contagious patients. I worry my poor Mortimer will be neglected.
Так, ничего тут нету.
Do you require medical attention?
Do you know you're the only one who's asked me this?
No.
Despite what you think about this place,
Well, at least your reputation seems well deserved. Unfortunately, I can't say the same for this hospital.
Goodbye, Mrs.
Так. Чё у тебя там, давай?
Good evening, Mr. Gott.
I'm okay.
Your medical report says you're not affected by the Spanish flu. What do you think of that, Mortimer?
Does it make me happy? Not in the slightest. If it was up to me, I would have left this place long ago. I know I don't belong here.
And why do you think you don't belong here?
I know the staff have more important things to do than look after me. There's plenty of patients here.
How painful it's
so painful overall.
Так, тоже ни хрена нету. Ты здоровый, так что давай, до свидания. Так, вылечили. Где этот водила? Водила. Куда он смылся-то? Вот он. Опять-то гипноз, охренеть.
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening.
Why do you have such a mediocre reputation among your colleagues, Milton?
Fuck them. Nobody knows the horrors I've seen since working here. This city was sick long before the epidemic, Dr. Reed.
I know it's a difficult task, but correct me if I'm wrong. Is this not the job you are paid to do?
I've seen babies left to die while their brothers were properly fed. Underage girls and boys sold to all manner of perverts.
I'm sorry, I don't know what to say.
Yeah, exactly. We lack words. So excuse me if I don't look on the bright side of life.
Так, ладно, переутомление.
Do you need any medical help?
I'm afraid I do. Like everyone in this hospital. It's a sad state of affairs when even the hospital workers are worried about disease.
Our job brings us into...
That's easy for you to say, Doctor. I get the feeling you don't.
Goodbye, Milton.
Так. Это ладно. Давай.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Ничего нету.
Do you require medical...
I will be fine.
Nurse, you won't be able to help people.
I'll try.
Goodbye, nurse.
Все, да? Всех вылечили. Так, плюсики. Все, теперь погнали в порт. Все, пофигачили. Что за точка-то, блин? Все. Это мешает. О. Все, умри. Так, все, мы вроде практически в порту. Та-та-там, там-та-там. Мы там лутались. Что за Чаплин?
Good evening, sir.
Who the fuck are you? Don't you see I'm busy here?
Dr. Jonathan Rid, that's who I am. And who are you?
Ah, some fancy gentleman we've got here. Clear off. We don't want strangers on our streets.
So you won't tell me your name, then?
The name is Booth Digby. Maybe I'll ask my boys to break one or two of your bones, just so you remember it.
Ни хрена себе дерзкий.
Are you some kind of vigilante patrolling these streets at night?
Something like that, but the police aren't in charge here. We are, see?
So you're a concerned criminal, is that it?
Using funny jokes about me and my boys, are you? Fuck. You must have some balls.
I saw many men like you during the war, Mr. Digby. Greedy little cockroaches who feed on despair.
I could kill you for saying that. But, nah. You've been a soldier. I can respect that.
So, tell me...
What? Have you got a death wish? You really want me to answer that?
Well, yes. You seem so proud of your status. Why not tell me who you're working for?
Oi! I'm the boss, all right? The Wet Boot Boys work for me. All of them. Situation round here is better than other districts because of us. Because of me.
Mm-hmm.
What can you tell me about this part of town?
Things ain't that bad, thanks to us. We give people what they need, and we control this borough.
Well, you're not doing a very good job. People are still dying here, like everywhere else.
Yeah, well, we can't be everywhere all the time. And Edwina says if we can find more guns, we could be more efficient.
More efficient? Really? You should probably tell Edwina that guns are useless against diseases and infections.
Incredible. You know what? You're lucky she can't hear you right now. She's more smart than patient.
Королева.
Sweet queen of the docks.
Okay.
Do you know where I can find Sean Hampton? I need to talk to him.
The sad saint. Why on earth do you want to talk to him?
He was one of my patients at the Pembroke Hospital.
Oh, yeah. I heard the poor bastard had been abducted by some cunt. You better ask Tom Watts. He knows Sean Hampton well.
Goodbye.
Кто такой дерзкий-то, а? Вообще жесть. А, ну это... Так, переутомление. Дай Сандилейни. Эдвина Кокс. Том Уотс. Да, ты слушай, тут много людей. Мы тут еще целый район не открыли. Так, лечатся. Это гипноз надо как-то вкачать. Ладно, хрен с ним, потом подумаем. Так, тут ничего нету. Пошли дальше. Че, я опять точку где-то поставил? Вроде бы ничего не ставлю, появляется. Так, ты кто? О, Эдвина. Ну-ка, давай, иди сюда.
Good evening, miss. I am Dr. Reed. May I ask you a few questions?
Who are you? What do you want?
As I just told you, I'm a doctor. From the Pembroke Hospital, actually.
The Pembroke Hospital, you say? I don't have any money for you leeches.
I'm not here for charity, Miss
Edwina Cox. So what do you want then? Fancy buying something from me, maybe?
You still use your husband's name, Edwina. Why is that?
Why shouldn't I? He may be a bloody bastard, but I'm still his wife and his name means something round here.
Are you aware of what happened to him?
Yes. I'm sure he fought till the end and looked death in the eyes. The boys will mourn him. Except one of them, maybe.
What can you tell me about your work?
I'm a businesswoman. I buy and sell things, and I send my wet boot boys after anyone who don't play nice with me.
Gang member and shopkeeper. Can't be easy running double shifts.
If you're interested, I may find use of a doctor who can freely walk across the city, you know.
На мужа хотя морду набить.
In the criminal underworld, Miss Cox.
Fair enough. Stay away from us then, if you don't want to get hurt or worse.
Since my return from the war, I don't feel that concerned by threats, knives, or even bullets, if you must know.
That's exactly what that stupid trade unionist claimed after he attacked one of us. Booth and I reminded him a bullet beats words every time.
Да. Но я думаю, вампиру вообще пофигу.
I like people who know what they want and say what they think. This is a time of great opportunity for those ready to embrace their destiny.
What can you tell me?
You can't trust anyone around here. As soon as you lower your guard, you can be sure some arsehole will take advantage of you.
Really? Don't you think that's a little bit excessive?
Bastards, all of them. This region only responds to violence and threats.
You sound like you're thinking of somebody in particular.
Take the gravediggers of Southwark. They must pay me every week, but it looks like they forgot who gave them permission to steal from the dead.
Looting corpses in a mass grave. That is a new low.
Whatever. Hey, since you're a doctor and all, maybe you can access that forbidden area and remind those bastards what they owe.
Новое расследование. Гули-копатели. Сейчас зафигачим.
Booth Digby looks at you with love-struck eyes. Tell me, Edwina, is the feeling mutual?
You have no idea how refreshing it can be for a woman to receive all the pleasure she needs. For once.
I'll take your word for it.
What is it, Doctor? A woman's not supposed to talk about these things.
I believe you manipulated Booth Digby to get everything you wanted from him. Both inside and outside the bedroom.
The poor bastard is good to me, if you must know. He makes me feel good. And that's a first.
So you're just like any other couple, after all, are you not?
Yeah, we're so ordinary that I'd put a bullet in his head if he ever cheated on me.
Нормально. Чего бы нет-то.
Tell me about the man you and Booth killed, Edwina.
The bastard killed one of us and received retribution. There's nothing else to say.
What happened exactly?
I don't know and I don't care. One of ours was killed by that communist bastard, but he didn't brag for long.
So you have no idea what really happened, but you executed him anyway.
No one messes with the wet boot boys, Doctor. This is our territory, and this is our law.
And your conscience is clear. You kill without hesitation.
Violence is an efficient tool, Dr. Reed, when used properly.
So you decide who lives and who dies, just like that?
Yes, Doctor. Just like that. I'm not saying it's fair. I'm saying it's my way of dealing with troublemakers.
Can I...
As long as you have...
Ну, ни хрена тебе ничего хорошего нету.
Good evening.
Hello again.
I'm looking for Mr. Sean Hampton.
The sad saint? I heard he was mugged or something.
Yes, he was. But he left...
You don't say. Well, I suppose it's good news for the homeless and the useless. Ask them, they must know something.
Goodbye.
Ладно, погнали.
break, these parts will be running completely.
Сабрина какая-то, да? Так, этих открыли. Тут еще что-то. Тут. Мне вот интересно, я думаю, наверное, вот этих вот оденешь, наверное, сильно вообще никак не повлияет на историю. Клей кокс. Я его, по-моему, да, сожрал там, типа обучение было. Ну и ладно.
Mark my word, Miss. These murders are the work of a vampire.
A vampire? Whatever do you mean?
I'm a
Not a drop of blood left in his body. This is the work of a vampire.
You'd best be off to your hunting then. For if the sewer dog is back, and hunting all these poor folk, he needs a catching.
A sewer dog? What's it look like?
It's an old story. A monster with daggers for teeth and icy claws. He comes of a sudden, nighttime, claiming innocence, then vanishes.
Teeth? Claws? Murders by night? Your sewer dog is my business. He's the kind of prey I hunt, milady.
Это барменша, все.
Evening, miss. I'm much more myself than when we first met. By the way, I'm Jonathan, Dr.
Welcome back to the Turquoise Turtle then, Doctor. I'm Sabrina Cavendish. How can I help you?
Здорово.
This place seems... How shall I...
We get people of all sorts here. It's that rare place in the docks where you can have a drink without being murdered. At least it's not happened yet.
So this bar is neutral territory then?
Yeah. Tom's convinced this is something the locals need. No one ever draws a weapon here. That's one of the reasons I accepted the job.
Ну, почему бы и нет, довольно удобно.
Your boss must be quite the negotiator to force such an agreement.
Yeah. Tom's a great bloke. Mr. Hampton, who runs the night asylum, he's the only other man that's able to keep peace around here.
What can you tell me?
People don't appreciate that line of questioning round here.
You look concerned.
This is a bad borough. Most people I know are afraid. Most locals will rob you blind, or worse. You best mind your step.
I have nothing to fear from the people round here, miss.
Yeah, I'm a brave woman myself, Dr. Reed, but I'd be a fool to think I'm invincible.
А почему бы нет? Мы себя считаем непобедимыми. Так,
Sabrina, tell me about your true feelings for your boss.
I love Tom. Not ashamed of it. Don't care if the customers joke about it, neither.
Who's mocking you?
I mean, we're always together. People will talk, won't they?
Does Tom?
Yeah, but he's always reluctant to take it further. It's not because I'm younger, or because of the colour of my skin. He hates jokes about us.
Excuse my curiosity, but...
Something bothering you? What, my name? Or my complexion?
Believe me, I never judge someone on their place of birth or the colour of their skin.
If that's true, you'd be one of the few not to make fun of me. Just you, Tom, Dyson, Miss Fishburne, and of course Mr. Hampton.
I'm sorry if I worried you.
Nosy. My dad was a sailor from Bombay.
Ну ладно, давай.
Miss Cavendish, would you be willing to help me locate Sean Hampton?
You better ask Tom, sir.
Why not answer me directly?
We respect the privacy of our customers here, sir. Only Tom can decide who to speak to and what he'll say to them.
Это оно как, окей. Так, ты где тут? Вот ты, иди сюда. Ты кто такой?
Good evening, sir. Have you witnessed any suspicious activity or strange events recently?
And what do you define as a strange event? More to the point, who are you?
My name is Ichabod Throgmorton. Vampire hunter extraordinaire and warden of the East End.
A vampire hunter? Really?
I know what you're thinking. I'm just another lunatic howling at the moon.
И перед ним вампир стоит, он даже не
The
вгоняет.
bloodsuckers exist. And they're close.
Очень рядом.
Mr.
Вот.
Throgmorton, I'm Dr. Jonathan Rid. I'd like to hear more about these vampires you're hunting.
A man of science? Well, I'll be glad to enlighten you.
What can you tell me about...
Did you hear about what happened to Jack Gillingham? Oh boy. It's a shame I wasn't around to protect him.
It's impossible to protect everyone.
But it's my duty. I am convinced Jack Gillingham was killed by a vampire. These evil rodents are spreading like a plague.
So, how exactly are you protecting these people? I'm curious.
I patrol late at night, investigating anything unusual. I try and encourage people to stay indoors, but people are careless.
Can I help?
Actually, yes. I plan to put up posters to alert the population to the vampire threat.
Are you asking me to paste posters about vampires around the docks?
If you wouldn't mind. If you did that, then I can focus on my patrols.
Давай повесим, что нет-то.
How do you identify a vampire?
It's simple, really. They can't stand daylight. They're afraid of garlic and holy symbols. They also cannot enter a house without being invited.
Have you ever killed one of these creatures? Yourself, I mean.
Of course I have. What kind of question is that? It's a dirty business, believe me.
Да-да-да.
Have you heard of the Guard of Priwen?
Of course. They're dedicated hunters. A little militant for my taste, but they do let anyone join.
Were you ever tempted to join the Guard yourself?
I did think about it, but I'm more of a silent hunter. They're more of a sanitary militia.
So you hunt alone?
Vampires are just like every other predator. They hunt when they're hungry and follow certain patterns.
I'm looking for Sean Hampton.
The sad saint? He should be at his night asylum at this hour. But I cannot tell you how to find it, sorry.
Really? Why is that?
It's nothing personal, Doctor. I'm sure your intentions are good, but people who sleep there, they have plenty of reasons to hide.
I could make you tell me, but I respect.
All I will say is this. Gossip has it that when he was a child, he was molested. By a priest of all people. Funny thing is, though, it only strengthened his faith.
Интересно.
Maybe at least you can tell me.
Tell you what, go and chat with Tom Watts.
Goodbye.
Давай. Давайте от алкаша вылечим.
Good evening, sir.
Whatever.
Don't you recognize me? We met a few nights.
Don't take it personally. I spent a lot of energy.
Yes, you.
I'm Dyson Delaney. I'll try to remember you this time.
What do you do for a living?
I drink.
Why do you drink so much?
Maybe it's because I prefer dying slowly. Death can be so abrupt. Personally, I like to see mine coming at my own pace.
You sound very sad, sir.
That's because I am Doc.
Давай, ладно.
Is there anything in particular?
How dare you say such a thing? I love this neighborhood.
Why are you so...
Cynicism is the polite way to express.
No reason at all to rejoice, then?
Let me tell you.
All right.
A few years ago, When I believed a resolute man could...
What kind of tragedy?
It was a bomb.
You lost people.
I've lost everything. But you know what the worst part is?
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Короче, ладно.
Surely you must have had...
Sure. I wanted things to change.
Sounds like you were an idealist.
No, sir. I was an anarchist and I believed that exclusive property is a robbery in nature. I wanted a new world to rise from the ashes, Dr. Reed.
Do you really think the world is that bad?
No, I believe we all can choose to make it better. But most of us are too weak, too corrupt and too guilty. I failed for sure, but others will come.
I want to know more about your past as an anarchist, Dyson.
I'm still an anarchist, Doctor, make no mistake. I just reject violence as a tool to change the world, unlike my comrades.
Do you still see your comrades, then? Even if you don't agree with their methods anymore, I mean.
No. I hope they'll come to share my point of view one day. I'll raise my glass to that splendid idea.
Революция без кровопролития?
Do you believe in a bloodless revolution, then?
I do not believe in much anymore, Doctor. But I'll admit I like your idea of peaceful change. I like it a lot.
I'm looking for Mr.
I really don't know. I heard he'd been abducted.
Who could tell?
About the sad saint.
Good.
Стой. Стоять бояться.
Good evening.
What?
Inebriation is...
Yes.
Take this, then.
Hey, Doc, you don't really want me to stop the only...
Goodbye.
Лечись. Так, ну вы здоровы. 700.
Good evening, Tom.
Good evening, sir. How are you?
You remember me, then?
Of course I do. You're that man who seemed so lost when he entered my bar a few nights ago.
Thank you for your hospitality. I'm Jonathan Reid, by the way.
I'm still Tom Watts. Welcome back, Doctor.
Why does your waitress feel in danger working on the docks?
This part of town is dangerous for all, but for women it's worse, as always. Sabrina is a brave girl, but she can't help feeling in danger.
Do you think she has good reason to feel this way? Are you not worried about her safety?
Of course I am. The truth is, she's tougher than me deep inside. She just has to learn to control it.
How is it you can keep this place open?
Well, since everybody needs a drink, my pub is considered neutral ground by most groups.
Since I'm here...
Well, perhaps, Doctor. Peace partly depends on my stock of gin. With the epidemic, my supplies are running low.
How could a physician help you in this matter?
I have a small warehouse just past the quarantine line. Perhaps, with you being a doctor, you could go there and come back?
Doctors aren't immune to disease, you know. Very well. Show me where it is. I'll see what I can do.
Oh, thank you, sir. Here's the key to get in. You're about to save many dry throats.
I see. So you get...
Something like that. Nothing that a few wise words and a bottle of gin can't solve.
You're something of a...
I'm only pouring alcohol for everyone to forget their troubles. Sean Hampton is the one giving them long-term hope.
Sabrina seems very fond of you, Tom.
I like her too, I really do. I know I'm her boss, and I'm much older and all. But I like her, for sure.
What is bothering you, then?
Sabrina is an angry one. She wears it like a coat. I'm not sure I can make her shed that anger. It hurts to see her like that.
Понятно.
Tom, I need to find Sean Hampton as quickly as possible. I've been told you could help me.
I heard the sad saint was recovering at Pembroke Hospital. Did he leave or something?
I believe he returned to his flock.
Oh, I bet you're right. Sean can't help but worry about the poor and sick. Oh, I guess it has something to do with what happened to him as a baby.
Please, tell me.
Well, I don't like to gossip, but I heard that the sad saint was abandoned as a baby in front of a Catholic orphanage in Dublin. That would explain his faith and need to help everyone.
The important thing is I find him, quickly.
Why not try his night asylum? He takes care of those who need a meal or a roof there.
Where is it?
It's in an old warehouse, northwest of here. Just follow the bank to the west and go north when you reach the end of the pier.
Goodbye, Mr. Watt.
Okay.
So few clients. What with the epidemic, no one dares go outside.
Так, у нас тут... ну нам портануться надо, да, как туда? Хотя мы как-то добежать можем туда. Ладно, это не суть важно. У нас еще, кстати, хреново туча. Офигеть. А как нам туда попасть? Ты кто такой?
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Why must it always be a good evening?
I was just being polite. I'm Dr. Reid. I'd like to ask you some questions, if I may.
Don't like questions. Or doctors. And the name is Seymour Fishburne, if you must know.
What's your occupation?
I take care of my mum. It's what I do. She's the only good thing in my life. Even though I don't treat her so good.
You seem upset. Is something bothering you?
I lost the necklace I bought her. I'm a fucking idiot. A worthless idiot.
Sometimes it...
I just want her to smile. No, I was thankful for her patience, appreciated like... God knows she deserves it.
What can you tell me?
A shithole filled with maggots.
Are you thinking about...
Nope. Hate them all. Especially...
Is there no...
Well, Tom from...
Короче, с ним неинтересно особо базарить, я так понимаю.
Any chance...
The sad saint.
Actually, that's...
Really? Well, go ask someone else.
Goodbye.
Вот ты чепушильник тоже, блин.
Maggots and liars.
Ну мы оттуда, в принципе, стартанули в свое время, да? Найти место, где взорвалась бомба.
Sorry, sir. No admittance. Last warning, sir.
Steady, boys, we've got...
Filthy fucking beast!
It's locked.
Stupid beast! He's being bitten! He's dead!
Ну, где-то там, да?
Please, sir. Can't let you through. It ain't human! This one's mine! Pay for this!
This place. Rain may have washed away the blood, but not the memory. My poor Mary.
Я понял.
This is my watch. Damn grave robbers.
Свои же часы нашли. Так, а нам куда-то туда дальше, да? Так, а где бомба-то упала? Я так и не понял.
Yes. The place has changed since the explosion, but it was definitely here. I should find some way to pay my respects.
Все, маленько не догоняю. А где взрыв-то тут был? А, найти цветы. Наш пет, блин, читать надо. Что пишут?
May all who suffered from this tragedy find or rest in peace.
Так, это мы выполнили. Просто теперь нам с ним побазарить, да? Так. А, ну по квесту рядом там. Па-па-пам-па-пам. Вот, блин, жалко, нельзя никак портануться. Опять какая-то метка поставилась. Ну где? Я же даже там ничего не ставил. Зараза, это жара гребаная.
Good evening, Mr. Fish.
Yeah.
Do you require...
That's something I didn't expect to hear again.
Да, еще как волнует, потому что, возможно, я тебя схомячу.
Yeah. I could use some help.
I don't know which kind of doctor you're used to dealing.
And is it your purpose as well, Mr. Reed?
Goodbye.
Так, ладно, хрен с тобой, вылечили. Бля, хотя можно в бар зайти, наверное, да? Давай сразу в бар зайдем тут по дороге. Где ты? Вот ты.
Good evening, Mr. I found the location of the explosion, Mr. Dillon.
Really?
It's nothing, really.
What? No, I didn't know them. No car was supposed to park there that day. Stupid bastard, why did he park there?
You're the man who hid that bomb.
I don't want to talk about it. Leave me alone.
Нормально, в итоге он виноват в взрыве.
I sense your guilt, Dyson. Why is that? Did you not think violence was an acceptable political tool?
I still believe our fight was just. By killing an innocent couple who were just at the wrong place at the wrong time. No way.
That bomb also killed you that day, don't...
I know. Maybe I deserve judgment. Until that day, I'll just be Dyson the drunk, not Dyson the murderer.
I want you to remember the bomb, Dyson. Tell me about it.
No. I don't want to remember it.
Why use a bomb? What were you trying to destroy?
The Dawson & Dawson ammunitions factory. A symbol of violence against the people. My group wanted to destroy it to send a message.
The victims. They were not the target then.
I spent so much time figuring out the perfect moment. I used a short fuse. No car had ever parked there. They all died.
Goodbye.
Be he cursed or not, he's just another lost orphan.
I think I'm losing my mind.
Так, стоп, а тут было, по-моему, эти, да?
As far away from this place as I can.
Видите, опять метка поставил. Зайдите в задницу. Да какого лешего? Я даже туда ничего не ставлю. Забрать ожерелье. А у кого забрать-то? Вот, блядь, логика железная. Ты кто такой? Может, у тебя оно?
Hello, boy. Did I scare you?
No, it's just that...
Well, I won't.
My name is Rufus, sir. Rufus Kingsbury.
What can you tell me about...
It's all about staying out of trouble. But since most people prefer to avoid me, it's pretty easy.
Why do people avoid you?
Да, и чё тебя избегают-то?
They call me Rufus the Curse.
Проклятый.
Around here, I'm a bit of a bad luck charm.
Have you ever thought about leaving?
Where else would I go? At least I know these streets and some people around here. This is my city, for better or worse.
What do you do around here, Rufus?
I listen to the news on the docks, sir. And I smile at those kind enough to spare me a bob.
Do you have a job?
It's hard to work, what with my head and all. Since I was a boy, I've always had trouble remembering what I do and why I do it.
What do people say about...
Things have been tense between the wet boot boys and the communists. They both feel they should run the docks.
Интересно.
Are you alone?
I don't have any.
So you have no home?
No. I mean, yes. I live on the...
You should be careful, Rufus. There are things that lurk in the shadows of this city. Things that prey on the lonely and the desperate.
I've known worse. I'm not all alone. I have Mrs. Fishburne. She's been very kind to me.
Why do you think she's so considerate?
I can't say, sir. I guess she's a good soul. Sometimes it's like she replaces the mother I lost, even if we're not related.
Do you know a man who lives in this...
Sorry, sir. I don't know a lot of...
Well, I don't think you should talk to him.
Thanks for the tip. You might want to check the...
Do you need help?
A real doctor caring about me. That's a first.
A real doctor treats everyone...
I don't know what to say. Thank you.
So long. Good evening, madam. I'm Dr. Reed. Could I come in?
Why? What do you want?
I work at the Pembroke Hospital. I'm investigating the flu epidemic in this area.
Oh, the Spanish flu. Well, that's quite liberal of you, Doctor. But this is no time to be knocking at people's doors.
The disease takes away the good people too, madam. Why not let me in?
It's Mrs. Fishburne. Stella Fishburne.
Сейчас все соберем.
In the back of that head, sir. Gentlemen are easy targets in these parts.
Ни хрена у нее домик тут.
I can't remember the last time I had
It's
a good
locked,
sleep.
all right.
So you have questions about the flu, then?
Yes, among other things.
Forgive my rudeness at the door. It's just my son doesn't like strangers coming in the house.
How is life around here?
Life has always been hard in the East End. But it's everywhere nowadays, isn't it?
Do you think the increase in violence has anything to do with the epidemic?
Don't know. But it's most likely linked to the gangs, if you ask me. Recently, it's like everyone has had to pick a side.
Violence has always fed on poverty, don't you think? It's a cruel law of the human condition.
And selfishness is their rotten fruit. These days, you can just die in the gutter and no one will bat an eye.
The orphan that regards you as a mother. Please tell me about him, Stella.
You mean Rufus? I wish I could do even more for the poor boy. Most people are so selfish.
But you're not.
Years may have passed, but I haven't forgotten how it feels to go through days with nothing but an empty stomach.
May I ask what you do?
Since my husband died, I worked at the Dawson Rope Factory, but it closed before the war. I occasionally help at the night asylum, in exchange for food.
Did your husband...
Oh no, my Jack was a docker. He died when my Seymour was just a lad. The poor boy saw his dad slip and fall from that scaffolding.
How do you pay the rent, then?
My Seymour works at the docks, just like his dad. He's very attached to the house he grew up in. It's not always easy, but we get by all right.
I'm trying to locate...
You talking about the one everyone calls the sad saint?
The very same, Miss Fishburne.
I'm sorry. I don't know.
Goodbye.
Так, ладно. Что-то я не понял. Где ожерелье-то искать? Это, конечно, мне нравится. Найди тут где-то здесь ожерелье.
Good evening.
Hello again.
I managed to reach the mass grave.
Spare me the details, Dr. Reid. All I want to know is what happened to those bastards who owed me money.
Сдохли они.
I'm afraid those bastards, as you call them, are in the mass grave.
Dead? Shit. That money would have been useful. Well, I'll tell my boys to avoid the place if it's that dangerous.
Yes. Everybody should avoid that place until further notice.
Okay then, Doctor. It looks like you deserve your reward after all. The wet boot boys thank you for your help.
50 и все. Вот ты ж сволочь.
Tell me your feelings about Booth's.
It makes him look weak in front of the boys. That's my feeling about it.
You don't believe he really...
I don't care what he saw or not. All I know is that a real man keeps his fears to himself if he wants to be obeyed.
Can I...
As long as you...
Perhaps we should have listened to what the idiot had to say first. You again.
Tell me about the man you killed, Booth.
One of us had been killed, so we had to retaliate.
There has to be more.
No, really, one of us got killed, so the killer had...
Are you so heartless that you could pull the...
Have you looked around recently? Do you really...
Ну да, действительно.
I know you...
They are. I know, I saw one, but no...
Tell me what you...
It was a few years ago. Clay Cox was still the boss then. He'd sent me to the shipyard to find out who was stealing tools and ropes at night.
Go on.
First I thought it was an old lady with a limp. It looked frail and crooked. Then I saw it grab a bloody beam and lift it like it was a stick. I shouted. It looked straight at me.
Do you know what it was?
It was all eyes and long teeth, but I couldn't see its face. I shot at it when it moved towards me and I hit it. And then it jumped and vanished in the shadows.
You could have imagined all that. These docks can be so gloomy at night. With the fog and the wind and the boats creaking.
No, Doctor. That night I saw the fucking sewer dog for
Опять,
real.
по-моему,
It's not a beast like the stories say. It's the ghost of an old woman. Bullets can't stop it. But no one believes me.
Are your friends...
Even Edwina told me once to never speak about it, but I know...
Do you know Edwina's...
Edwina's the one who asked to be called Mrs. Cox, even though Clay hadn't touched her for such a long time.
You have not answered my question.
She's a passionate woman. I've no doubt she'll shoot me down if I ever betray her, but that's not going to happen. I love her as she is.
Goodbye.
Не, ну реально, а где искать-то? 60 метров.
For now, everything seems under control.
Никогда не любил вот эти задания в этих играх. В таких играх, блядь, найди то и хрен знает где. Забрать. У кого забрать? Чё забрать? Где забрать? Ну это же абзац.
I cannot enter.
Это Руфус. Я думал, бандит. Это, скорее всего, где-то там будут. Опять метка поставилась. Ну вот как? И даже тут, блин, ну вообще даже не открытая карта там. Блять.
You still working at it?
Goodbye, Miss Cap.
Да, тоже, я думал, что она сперла.
I should have offered a welcome.
Goodbye, Mr. Хрен там было. Не понимаю. Ты ему знаешь.
Good evening, Mr.
Doctor.
Тоже хрен ты чё знаешь.
Goodbye.
Так, а может ты алкашня-то грёбаная?
Good evening. What?
Нет. Нет.
Goodbye.
Хрена он не знает. Ну, фиг его знает. Так, ладно. Погнали на ту сторону. Я не понимаю, где это есть. Где искать, у кого искать. Так, та-та-та-та-та. Где найти? Фиг его поймешь. Опять точка поставилась. Мать твою за ногу. Западные доки. Вот, зашибись. Вот сразу. Понятно, где точка, куда топать. Ёб твою мать, а не вот это вот. Ох ты ж, блин, ай-яй-яй. Нормально сходил. Ха-ха. Я же даже не увидел его. А, ну пускай убивают. Я даже мешать не буду. Ай-яй-яй! Фу, выжили. Опасный тип, блин, а? 22 уровень, ни хрена себе. Так, я тут был, я помню. Я тут все собрал.
Tom has so much alcohol, he could keep this district afloat for quite some time.
А потом принесем. Ладно. Погнали теперь вниз. Да. Теперь тут смах что будет?
Seems like the guard of Treewell is on Sean Hampton's trail too.
Send you to hell. This one's mine. Back in the grave. Burn it, boys. Die, vermin! Kill it all, you crush the leech, boys! Die, vermin! You leech! Put an end to you! I'll send you to hell! Crush the leech, boys! You're mine! Die, baby!
Ой-ой-ой.
I hate leeches! Burn it, boys! Bloody monster! Die, baby! You leech! Kill it all you deserve!
Да кого ты бьешь, дурак?
Kill it all you deserve! I'll send you to hell! I hate leeches! Crush the leech, boys! Kill it all you deserve! I'll send you to hell! I hate leeches! Bloody monster! Burn it, boys! Die, vermin! Want some of this? I hate leeches! Die, vermin! Die, beast! Let's pin him down! Crush the leech, boys! Die, vermin! Kill it all you deserve! You leeches! Burn it, boys! Mine! Kill it all you deserve! I hate leeches!
Пара белым. Прикольно.
The wounds on this corpse are deep, the result of rabid rage. If this is Sean's doing, he's become a murderous beast.
Так, новый пистолетик нашли, дали. Че, все? Да, джин-то отдадим, фиг ты с ним. Мигающий. Ага, нам туда, да? И пойти джин отнести. И в чем смысл? По 3 патрона стреляет. Я понял. Так, а я могу как-то туда пройти? Фига. Ладно, предлагаю тогда пойти отдать джин.
It's locked.
Фига.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Пойдем отдадим джин. И все, наверное, сегодня у нас будет. Так, давай. Сам опыт нужен.
Welcome back, Doctor.
You lied to me, Tom. Your warehouse wasn't empty.
I'm sorry, Dr. Reed, but I thought those Prewen guards would be willing to let someone like you pass without trouble.
That was devious of you, Tom. Next time you can...
I apologize, Doctor, but it's just that I prefer to avoid the law, its enforcers, and all manner of thugs in uniform.
Here is your booze. I hope it will appease your customers.
Believe me, Doctor, most of my customers are less agreeable.
Tell me about your arrest for attempted murder, Tom.
I tried to kill someone. I got arrested. I paid my debt and I have nothing to hide.
So you mean your customers know about
it? Yeah, why do you think this is the last pub open? I have nothing to hide and I don't judge. That's a relief for many round here.
Do you think prison changed you?
Oh, I don't know about that. All I brought back is bad memories, scars, and an ugly tattoo of a blue turtle.
But do you feel cleansed of your sins?
All I know is that I'm at peace. I did what I did, but I wouldn't do it again. Does that make me a better man? I don't know.
You attempted murder.
I was given an order to kill. I was an obedient gang member at the time, a proud wet boot boy.
Why did you join?
Because I finally felt useful. Do you have any idea what it means to feel respected when the rest of the world shits on you?
So you were ordered to kill someone?
I don't know if you can possibly understand, but I couldn't kill him. I just stood there pointing my gun. Someone saw me.
Why couldn't you?
My target was eating in that fancy restaurant with mirrors and music. He was eating, drinking, laughing. He was having such a good time. I hated him for his bottomless appetite and easy life of easy pickings. And then...
You've had a...
No, not really. I had friends and happiness in my life. That was more about just being pleased for the guy.
Ладно, не угадал.
Why not leave town?
I grew up in the East End. This is where my...
Why not our group? Do you think that there's look?
Что, не будем больше слушать, все, хватит.
Goodbye.
Ну, в принципе, еще это, чтоб тебе вот это за ногу. Точки ставятся сами по себе. Так, давай, а вот этот что нам даст? Придурок. Вот опять точка поставилась. Ну, схренали. Нам туда. Ну да ладно. Ну, в принципе, давай мы туда, наверное, сейчас зафигачимся. Вот. Нет никого, нет. Вот, я думаю, и, наверное, мы на сегодня пока вампир завершим. А вечером подумаем, что замутить. Так что, ладненько. Всем спасибо, кто смотрел. И до следующей серии. Всем пока.